Reading nutrition labels. Reading nutrition labels. The nutrition facts labels tell you what nutrients, components of food your body needs to grow and stay healthy, and how much of those nutrients are found in one serving. The nutrient facts label can help you make choices about the food you eat. The nutrition facts label is on the outside of most food packages, but isn't on most fresh foods like fruits and vegetables. Below is an example of a nutrition facts label and explanations of the information found on the label. So the example that we're looking at here is of macaroni and cheese. And we're going to start here at the top. And the first thing that we see is the serving size. And this is something that's very important. So the serving size is going to tell you how much of the food product that this information is about. So this information that we're going to look at down here is all about 1 cup of the macaroni and cheese. Now, the servings per container will tell you how many cups of the mac and cheese that there are in the container, and there are 2. Okay, next we can see the calories. So a calorie is a measurement of energy. And so when we're looking at this number, we're looking per cup, per serving. So per cup, per serving, there are 250 calories. And then we can see some information over here about calories. Next, we see the fats. We see the lipids. So in this one, there is a total of 12 grams of fat per serving. And then we can see some other information. We can see cholesterol, and we can see the sodium, which is 470 milligrams. And we've got some information over here about how we can figure out that sodium and if it's high or not. And then we have carbs, our carbohydrates. There's 31 grams of carbs per serving. There is 5 grams of protein. So when we're looking at our macros on our nutrition labels, we're looking for lipids, the total fats, we're looking for the carbs, the total carbohydrates, and then the proteins. Now, let's say that you plan on eating both servings, and we might, if you're looking at something like um, ketchup or salad dressing or maybe cereal, and you look at the serving size, you might actually have more than that. So if that's the case, then what you have to do, if we're going to eat 2 servings, is for every single one of these values that we're looking at, and we're looking at fat, we're looking at carbs, and we're looking at proteins, we'd have to multiply all of them by 2. So let me put this in here really quickly. So I'm going to take my fats times 2 is going to equal 24 grams of fat. I'm going to make it pretty, sorry. My carbohydrates times 2 is going to equal 62. And then my proteins times 2 is going to equal 10. So if I'm looking at this packaging, I don't see this. I have to do this in my brain to figure this out for myself. So it's not just as simple as looking at serving size. You have to determine for yourselves how many servings that you're planning on having. Now, the next thing that we can look at here is to see, well, this mac and cheese, what is it mostly? Is it mostly fat? Is it more carb? Or is it more protein? So this one is clear. We can see 24 grams are what we're going to consume when we eat this whole entire container of mac and cheese. With the carbs, we're going to have 62 grams. And with the proteins, only 10 grams of protein, which doesn't seem like a lot. So this packaging is going to tell us that our mac and cheese is high on the carbohydrates. It's mostly carbohydrate. So keep these things in mind as you are doing your project. You can look up nutrition facts for pretty much any food, any brand on the internet. And when you look for them, you might want to just look at images, and the nutrition facts might be located in the images.